Hey guys, I'm WRix here, and today we're going to be looking at a custom 6x6 Cougar MRAP. So this is a design by @RosewoodBuilds on Instagram. It's a modified brick designer's kit, or instruction set, should I say. I've modified it a little bit. Additionally, this turret is my design. I still need to, fix it a little bit more just because the back is a little bit flat for my liking. But I tried to create the appearance of what some of these turrets that have the bulletproof canopy. But let's dive right into the features. So if you look at it straight on, it's quite an imposing vehicle. It has this grille and it has this nice, let me flip it up, has this nice texturing on the top with the cheese slopes, which actually make it look like a engine block area, essentially. If you move the sides, there's this nice sloping. Let's move it back a little bit. If you look at the sides, you can see these angles are captured very nicely. One of the big things for me that was, just all right was the fact that these doors don't open. They're more just windows, but this is more of a display kit than, a kit that you'd use for other stuff. So that's not too much of a big of a deal for me. Moving back along the side, you can see the viewports, which is simulated by these trans black tiles. I think that looks great. I'll take off this little Lego piece. As you can see, these are like simulated crates. I just had this on the side as a storage. I might try and figure out how to put actual Lego crates on there in the future so they can actually hold things, but it's fine for now. Now moving towards the back, you can see that the door is open and you can see that there's space inside. Wow, this also folds down. I'm not gonna do it right now, or here, you know what, I'll do it. There you go, see, folds down, creates a little step, as you can see. Now you just fold it back up and then you can close the doors. As simple as that. Now continuing around the side, the other side is very similar. It just has a spare tire, the viewports again, an antenna, same sloping technique. So all in all, it's a very good little design. I mean, it rolls very easily. As you can see, it's probably shaking the camera when I'm doing that, but it actually rolls, which I think is a big test for some of these sets. The only little modification that I had to do to ensure that it rolls is that if you can see, these front wheels are set at a wider angle than these back wheels, just because otherwise you can see the cheese slopes in here, they would hit those and it wouldn't roll. So I guess looking inside, we can take off. Okay, I may have just completely deconstructed the turret. That's all right. Let me quickly put it back together. And then we'll take a peek inside. This was kind of an epic fail. Okay, now we're back. So as you can see, I'll flip it over. Once the turret is removed, the top is easily removable. Looking inside, the front, you can see there is a wheel and a place for 2 minifigs, and then the back probably can hold 4 to 5 sitting minifigs. I haven't tested, but that essentially seems to be how many it could hold. Now placing the turret back on, I won't break it this time. It's my own fault. The turret's my design. But I guess the only other thing that we need to do would be to have some size comparisons. So I guess the real size comparison that matters is to a Brick Mania Humvee. So here you can see them side by side. Now I'll put them this way. You can see it's pretty well scaled. I mean, it makes sense that this vehicle is much larger. I mean, it's meant to be much more armored and it's meant to carry many more people. It's just meant to be, a more formidable machine. So the sizing to me worked perfectly on this. I think that they got it quite well. I'd say the only piece in here that kind of threw me off for part value were these dark tan bars. I think they're called wands or something like that. But I think that each one of these was like $2 or $3 each just for these dark tan wands, which is kind of funny because all the rest of the pieces were, fairly normal prices on Bricklink, whereas these, just for whatever reason, they must be super rare. But as you can see, it's a nice little build. I enjoyed it greatly. I would say if you're interested in anything like this, go ahead and check out his @ on Instagram. I'll leave a link to him down in the description. And then I'll also leave a link to Brick Designers, which is what this design was originally based on. Both of them are great companies. Brick Designers also makes some very cool custom printed tiles, which you should check out. But all in all, here's the build. It's good. I mean, I would say that if you want an accurate looking MRAP and don't want to pay, you know, the prices of getting one from one of the pre-made instruction companies, like I guess Armor Brick is really the only place that carries something like this. I'd say that this is a good alternative. I'd say the pieces probably cost around $70 in total. So for, you know, $10 worth of instructions, $70 worth of pieces, that's a pretty good deal. And the instructions are very well laid out. It's very straightforward, and you know, you can kind of modify it a little bit on the way as you go if you want to make any changes. So you know, it works. Everything works together. I think that's the main thing. But anyways, let me actually, I forgot to do one thing. Let me show you the scale. We'll put a minifig next to it. Trying to find one. Here we are. Let me actually keep it on this little stand. So here you can see a minifig in comparison to it, what it would look like on top. So pretty well scaled to the minifig. I mean, it really matters more that it's scaled to the other vehicles, as I showed earlier, just because minifigs are such strange shapes in terms of their actual size. But anyways, this has been a custom build review. I'll be hoping to look through more of these in the future, possibly from other companies. Just, you know, expand to some other things. I think this series would be a fun thing to do, and I think you guys would get something out of it. But anyways, this has been a video from MW Bricks. Like, comment, subscribe, do all the regular stuff. And I appreciate you guys coming out to support me. And this is MW Bricks signing out. I'll catch you next time.